cook up candidly.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, you don't nobody else be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kiki Simone. Life out loud.
Did you miss me?
What up, what up, what up, what up, everybody? What's going on? How y'all doing out there in podcast land? This is LOL, Life Out Loud with Kiki Simone and friends, and I am your girl, Kiki Simone. I am she is I am her, and I think that's about it. I think that's about
Let me
it.
tell you something, it's all about it.
What did you just say?
Hey,
Have no idea what you just
I'm
said.
from Baton Rouge.
Welcome to the Life Out Loud podcast. I got a full building. I got
Facts.
a full crew today. I'm excited.
And you know this.
Yes, I'm super excited. I got my co-host B Wonder as always.
Hey, what's happening? What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Oh boy.
You already
And
know what it is.
I don't know who this voice is.
Carl
'cause-
from Sling Blade.
No. You ever seen the water boy?
Mustard on my potatoes.
Gotcha.
Wow. And we got my girl Samira, which you guys have already met before in previous episodes.
Hello, world.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Thank
Always
you
a
for
pleasure.
coming back. We appreciate you.
Facts.
She probably real tired, so we just trying to wake her up, make sure she good and
I
everything.
appreciate it.
Yes.
It's only 3 more hours to go. You good.
You can do it.
It's nothing.
You can
And
do
we
it.
got a newbie. We got a newbie to the microphone with LOL. We got
Facts.
my boy Ken Smith Jr.
Yo,
K-Dog.
what's happening? Big Ken, come Big Ken.
Big Ken. We got Big Ken in the building.
What's happening?
Tenfold.
What's happening?
What's up, everybody? So I'm super excited about, y'all all being here today. So
Glad to
I'm just, y'all don't even know what to say, but I don't know if our listeners are really even ready for this podcast topic.
Are they ever ready?
I don't know.
You
But
know.
this one, though.
This one, though.
This one, though.
Hey, listen, this is the ice cream and the birthday cake with the icing on it.
Oh, yeah, all the icing.
All the trim.
All of the everything. You get your cake and everything.
Everything.
Like, how the saying go?
Is it, what?
Have your cake and eat it.
How your cake
Pretty
and eat it
much.
too? Yes.
Yeah,
You get that today.
Yep.
So we got a really good one now. On a for those that are just new to listen to the Life Out Loud podcast. Basically, on this particular podcast, we talk about real life issues. We talk about real perspectives. We talk about real solutions. Sometimes we had this thing called the pink elephant. And the pink elephant, sometimes people don't like to talk about certain things, or they don't want to be transparent,
True.
or they don't want to be honest. They
True.
kind of want to sweep it under the rug.
All the time.
And it's a whole lot of stuff that can happen from just not being who you are.
Honest.
So I think on this particular podcast, I think what we'll be able to do is kind of let people know a little bit more about us and talk about something that people really, really like.
I know I like it.
Oh, you like it, you love it. Okay. I can definitely say wholeheartedly,
The truth.
without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt,
Right hand in the air.
that right hand,
Left hand on the Bible.
left hand, both
real.
legs up,
real.
everything. Like, this is definitely my topic right here.
Put your back into it.
Put your back into it. Yes,
Put your back into
definitely.
it,
So today we gonna be talking about sex only. Ooh, y'all ready?
Ready.
Cause I'm so ready. I'm so.
No. I be having a whole.
It be so good. I gotta sex myself sometimes.
Now that's
I just love
really
sex.
enjoying sex right there.
Wow.
I don't even need no help.
Oh
even need no help.
boy, we ain't even got into the topic yet. They already
first.
somewhere else. Yeah, they done went head first,
Hey.
literally.
Transparent.
Like
Literally.
that sometimes.
So real quick, before we get into the topic, before we get into the pink elephant, I kind of want to give a disclaimer because as everyone knows on LOL, we definitely like to have solutions and things of that nature. But we talk about a whole bunch of different types of topics. But this particular one, for those who are faith-based, what I want to put out there is that we are not necessarily advocating sex before marriage. However, sex is a good thing and it is from God, definitely. But we do need to address the reality of what is happening in life for real,
Right.
and be honest about it. So we, again, like I said, it's not necessarily that we're advocating for it, but we need to talk about what's going on.
Facts.
And these are some things that even married couples can listen to even hear about, some of the stuff we're going to be talking about. And for some singles, just to get prepared, and some of them might already be doing it. So.
Prepared for the time of your life.
Prepared for the time of my life.
For the time of your life.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, listen, you're going to learn today.
Oh,
You're going
my
to learn
goodness.
today?
We're going now.
We're going there right now.
That is the mating call.
Oh my.
Come here, girl.
We're there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I gotta ask y'all first. Everybody.
up? What's
I'm
happening?
asking everybody. Has any of y'all ever had a one night stand?
Yes,
No.
No.
I have.
I have
Yes.
not had a one night stand.
Okay,
I
so
feel like
two
this.
yes
Maybe I
and two
want
no.
it to be a one night stand, but maybe they didn't want it to be a one night stand.
Oh.
So no.
Oh,
I was too nervous, man. I was
You too nervous?
Yeah, baby. And when you think about pregnancy involved, it really kind of like, ooh, I don't know. It made me nervous.
now I heard Big Ken say yes because he said it first.
Oh, yeah.
He made it clear.
This boy
That-
wanting
that he
no
had-
strings attached.
Now-
So whatever happened.
Ain't no phone calls or nothing after that.
Oh.
We know what it is.
Did they know before?
We know what
No,
it
they
is.
didn't.
Yeah, we knew what it was.
Okay, and
know what
see,
it is.
some people like
Ain't no need to front.
Straightforward.
yeah, some people aren't at that stage to say, okay, I know what it is. It's kind of like your scenario,
not.
Meyer, where somebody's just like, no, I don't want it to be the end. Like, I don't want it to be a one night stand. So sometimes people end up in different types of sexual encounters without relationships or emotions. And they do it with a lot of people. Do you consider that to be like a hoe?
No, because you know my stance. If I'm not married and if we haven't had that conversation of boundaries and rules, it's fair game.
Okay.
That's respectable.
Now it's a lot of people that's engaging in one night stands. They're just kind of hooking up and just because they want to. Like let me ask you this, Mara. What makes you not want one? Or did I misunderstand that?
Well, I don't call it one night stand because me and the person, whoever it is, we've always had dialogue that there's a relationship of some sort there.
Okay.
Like for me, a one night stand is I see you, we hook up, and that's it. I've never had that happen.
Okay.
But I can say maybe after having a relationship or having that, whatever we defined it as, we hook up and I find out that I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah, that's definitely.
That's when you
one
get your
night
feelings
stand.
hurt.
You got
And
feelings.
then
They are
I'm a
hurt.
ghoster.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, I used to be a ghoster.
Oh, see,
'cause
that's
I go
worse
missing.
than the one night stand. I'd rather you one night stand me
I
than
go
ghost me.
missing.
Look, you're going to turn into Tyrese.
Yeah.
What more do you want from me?
You can't even find me.
We've been talking all night, pillow talking,
Yvette.
and we finally get it, and he just ghosts me. Like, dang, I'm doubting myself. Like, what did I
Hey,
do wrong?
you might want to go back and reconsider some things.
Yeah, see, yeah, just one night stand me.
Well, I can definitely say I've had them before. Not a whole bunch, but I have had them before. And in the mentality that I had when it happened was I was the girl who wanted to be attached. And
Worst kind.
they
Worst
Then
kind
they
of one night
ghost you?
stand.
and then they ghost me and I was just like, well, dang.
What did I do to you?
Yeah, what did I do? Like, I was thinking you might have wanted to continue talking because, but they was like, no.
No,
See,
cuz.
that's why it's important to be upfront and be very transparent about what it is that we're doing before we even do it.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But people don't. They just
Expect
they
you to
let
know.
a feeling come and then that's it.
They think that action is supposed to show like, okay, well, I want more because I'm
say
giving you my
that.
body. Nah, I just want the body. And
Then, for me, see, that'll be the hurt. You didn't you got my body. Like, this is precious. Like,
Right.
everybody don't
Then-
get this.
Then after you feel violated just because you thought different.
Exactly.
And you
I've
expected
been
this
violated.
thing, and it's just
Exactly.
like, okay, really,
Yeah.
this what we're doing now.
That's
Okay.
why that communication is serious, man.
But how much do you really communicate with somebody that you don't know?
Just enough to get
Oh.
inside.
That all depends.
Okay.
Again, if it's a one
I'm
night
just like-
stand,
If
you
it's a
don't really
one-night stand,
communicate.
It's not
like,
that much communication.
I'm just saying,
The
like,
emotions
okay.
We're gonna do it at your house or my house. We
You-
might get a hotel.
I'm just saying, like, you go out to the club and then you just like, oh, she look good, and
Yeah,
you
y'all might
just
have
like,
a conversation, at the bar or whatever, and within that environment that you guys are in, and then we decide, well, we feeling each other, so let's get up out of here. Or when the club is over, what you doing? It always end up with what you doing. That's the text. What you doing? Can
Okay.
I come over? Like, yeah, but if two people are on the same,
Understanding.
exactly on the same understanding of, okay, well, we just want to have sex tonight, then that's what we're gonna do. Let's just get it over with, and if it's enjoyable, then we'll go from there. But if it's just one night stand, it's like I might not even hear from you no more, and I'm okay with that.
Ooh, what makes it enjoyable? If it's just supposed to be a one night stand, it was real good to you.
It's got to be a good night. Got to be a good one.
But you can come across a lot of good ones and still choose to
Now
keep it
listen,
moving.
I done had a couple of one night stands, so I've had some good ones and I've had some bad ones. The dryness and just like, oh my
Speak
god,
on it. Oh my God.
you can't get no head, you can't do nothing. Like what is we doing?
That
Like
fish.
at this point, the night need to be over with. I'm done.
So how do you leave?
I've even faked it.
How do you leave?
I just go. I'm gone.
He said I even faked it.
I faked it before. Like,
wow.
If I got a condom on, there's no way you're gonna know.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying.
Well, see, this why I
So
like
how many pumps
conversations.
was that 20 pumps and you out? Like what?
I mean, give or take 20 pumps, and then it's just like, you got to play it off. I ain't going to be disrespectful. Now, I'm not disrespectful, but it's just like, okay, I had fun. I got to go to work in the morning. It's Sunday.
Wow.
That word cop out right there.
Wow.
I got to go to work.
It's 3. I gotta clock in
Yeah,
at 5.
He wasn't ready.
It's time for me to get up out of here. I'll holler at you.
So, but let me ask y'all this.
Ooh, I holler at you. You
That's
already
it.
know what time
You
it
know
is.
what that means?
Yeah.
I'll holler at you. I ain't going to.
What about I'ma call you? Like,
No, that's too leading. That's too forward of saying that's playing with
That's
somebody's
hope.
emotion. Yeah, you
Okay.
give somebody hope like, okay, this girl gonna call me, and she in her mind she might be like, that was the best, or that was great. I would love it. I like him. Nah,
okay, so
So
that
don't even play
phrase
with those
means
emotions.
that don't say I'ma call you.
don't say I'm gonna call you.
I
Just
had
say
a good
I holla.
time.
Just say
Sometimes they
I'm
still do.
So,
And say,
yeah.
hey, I'm going to call you. It,
Yeah.
like, you ain't going to
It's
call.
like a habit. Yeah, it's a habit.
It's just a habit.
So yeah, don't never say I'm gonna call you. Just
Never
say
say that.
I'm gonna holler at you. Or,
That's universal for.
yeah.
Okay.
I ain't going to call.
Okay. Okay.
ain't gonna
When I see y'all speak, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
But I say that in relation to one night stands and sex. If you get that, I'ma holler at you.
Oh, okay.
Just go and keep it moving.
I don't remember what I got or if I gave anything, but oh no, I have done that before where it was just bad. So I just was like, why did I just waste my time? So,
But even when it's good, it's just like when you get that. To be honest, when you get that nut, your mind changed like just like that.
right.
You
Right.
just like okay,
Because you
well,
got yours and you gone.
exactly.
You good.
Even if you both got it, it's just like you have that built up tension.
You just satisfied something
Yeah, you
and that's
satisfied that urge. So
It's
it's,
like
like
a
okay,
B12
that's
shot.
all I wanted.
You've
That's
been
all I wanted.
rejuvenated.
Yeah,
Wow.
A MB12 shot is a moment.
Exactly.
And that moment it
like that.
dissipated and that's
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
it.
mean,
Wow. Okay. Well, let me ask y'all this. Do you think that a one night stand can go to a relationship at all?
It can. I've done that too.
Okay.
I've had a one night stand
It could.
and it turned into a relationship. But I would say the bad thing about that is that we didn't build the foundation. We didn't do the friendship. It was just based on sex. So now, it's all we know really is sex. So
Right.
when we get into a real relationship problem, we don't really know how to solve it and go about it because we have not learned each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
makes it
So
harder
is
to
sex the
detach to.
Answer?
Huh?
Is sex usually the answer?
Usually get mad, sex,
Makeup.
make
But,
up, sex.
but I would think that if you're in a relationship and I get mad at you, I don't want you to touch me because I'm mad at you.
No, that kind of turns me on, like the arguing. Once the blood come down a little bit, like, you know what? You sexy. now I want to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, I mean, but some people make up arguments to have makeup
Get there,
sex.
and yeah, to have that.
It's I don't know what it does to people. It's just a different feeling.
Okay.
But possibly just different experiences. What kind of?
Yeah.
Because it could be a consistent thing of that happening, and now they try to take it to their advantage and play it on their own terms, and so they be like, you know what? Okay, yeah, I want to play. We're gonna play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just pretty much I don't know. I just still can't, like, when I'm mad, I can't. Like,
You don't even want to be in the same room as the person.
Yeah,
Like, I don't even want to look at you right now.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm boiling.
Why is you breathing? It's air.
Give me the oxygen.
Most women are, emotional creatures, but
We
some
are.
men, once they get over it, it's just like, let's keep moving forward. What we doing next?
Oh, okay.
That's over.
They gonna say nothing that concerns you.
You nailed it. Yes.
Oh my goodness,
it moving,
B-Wonder.
partner.
Yes, you hit that. You hit the nail on the head. You just want to be everything separate.
You got to get back in good grace, brother. Listen, you got to earn it.
What about when y'all pursuing a relationship? If you're pursuing somebody, is sex the goal most of the time? Like,
not if you're
I would say
pursuing
no.
somebody.
If I'm pursuing somebody that I'm actually seeing a future, I will keep the sex away, because that only that clouds the judgment.
Okay.
Once you have that sex, it really just you just threw
Now
everything
what
out
else?
the window. Yep. What else?
it's just I don't
So,
know.
what is your name?
Yeah.
Let's start there. Basically, it's just like now you're getting to learn the person. Like, hey, what do you do again?
Yeah.
So because so I'm gonna just share for me, whenever I have wanted somebody or wanted to be in a relationship with somebody, the only thing that I'm thinking of is imagining I wonder what it would be like if I had sex with them. So that's gonna consistently be in my mind where I'm just like, ooh, I know I like this. I wonder if he gonna like this. Those types of things. Now, I want to get to know you too, but I'm just, sex is still
That's still an important part that you gotta
it's a
discuss.
goal for me in the midst of getting to know you, and that's what I did for a very, very long time. A good part of my life is just allow sex to be a part of what I did. Now, I'll be honest, by if we went out by no more than the second date. Oh, we smashing it. It's going down. For real.
Take you on a date back to back.
He's gonna Drake it. He's gonna Drake it.
Right.
Hey, my name's Drake.
Right. It was literally oh, I like you. You like me. We got interest. We got chemistry. And the chemistry just continues to build and build and build. You talking. You sitting at the restaurant I'm talking, but I already know what I want to do to you. So
I already did it mentally back then.
Yes.
It's just I was.
Yeah, I mean, that's just really what, if we're just honest, a lot of us in our flesh, that's what we like to do, and have done. Well, I know I've done it so many times, and it just, of course, none of it worked out.
Yeah, clearly.
But
relationship,
clearly,
They're not here.
Never
clearly,
take it serious.
Yeah, because I think even with my husband now, literally, we were friends first. We didn't even like each other like that. Ken, you was on the cruise with us. So, we wasn't even together then. So, that was little bruh. You know what I'm saying? So, we just was having a good time. We was friends, for real friends. And
Best way to go.
And then it happened. Then we had sex later on down the line. And yes, before we got married. So, I'm just putting it out there, keeping it real. So
thank you.
100.
Yeah, just to because it happens. That was my vice. Sex was my vice.
It happens.
Sex
I got caught
was
up
my
on
vice.
purpose.
You got caught up on purpose.
What's your purpose? I got caught up.
Oh my goodness.
God forgive me.
Hey, it do be like that.
But to be honest, it's just that's something still that has to be talked about, even amongst pursuants, because it's just you still want to pursue that person in the sense of okay, if you never smashed, you still want to be okay, well, this is going to pan out, and that's a conversation that you really have to have, because you have to still create that intimacy in a sense of that, because it's hard to be like when you have a person that may have been have all this experience, and you may have a person that don't have all this experience. So now you got to kind of bring them into your world in the sense of, okay, let me create an experience with you so you don't feel awkward or crazy and like, okay, well, what do you do? Have you? Do you? Like, you know, but it's real because it's like you got to be attracted to the person you presume and who you're going to marry. Yes. So it's just like you have to have that
if you want to marry them.
If you want to marry them and go that deep within a relationship, like you have to know that, okay, I got to be attracted to you, knowing. Because for me, I want wait till I get that ring and this is over. But but that's still gonna have to be a real conversation. Because if you're not attracted to the person that and you love the ambition, you love what they do, you love how they operate, the character, and everything. But if that area fails, you're gonna be like.
Oh, we gonna talk about that.
If I can't kiss you, I can't date you.
We gonna talk about that. That's coming up in another podcast. So I definitely got something for that. Let me ask y'all real quick. Well, okay, Samara, I'm gonna ask you first. So what makes you go from wanting a person sexually only to saying, hey, I want to pursue a relationship with that individual? Like, I want a committed relationship. What would make you have the mindset of, okay, first I just want to smash and now I just want to I want to pursue a relationship? Does it have to be like the sex is just that good to be like, okay, I want to be in a relationship with you? Or is it, oh, they always smell good every time they come over here? Because, I mean, it's not like y'all really talking. You know what I'm saying? If it's sex only, then, like, what changes in there in your mind to say, and fellas, y'all next?
Tiffo.
I would say maybe I keep finding out things about them, that interests we have in common. We actually have conversations, like, unintentionally, like, we text and we're talking. It's like, oh, I like you. Okay. I like you enough that I could possibly date you. And the sex is good.
Okay. She said, and the sex is good.
I would have to agree with that. It's just like those unintentional conversations and realize, like, dang, okay, well, I did just want to have sex with you because you're attractive first.
Right.
Because you have to be attractive. And it's like, dang.
Banging.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now, okay, we agree on a lot of things. We're similar, you know what I'm saying? Like, dang, I kind of see me dating this woman, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got no foot traffic going on.
What that
mean?
mean?
Man, foot traffic.
What that mean?
Ain't nobody running through her.
That mean
ain't nobody running through her.
Oh.
She ain't got a bunch of
busy.
She ain't got a bunch of, dudes on the side. Like,
okay.
She's more to herself or whatever.
Okay.
Me personally, I like a woman that's not out there, even with social media, not posting all them crazy pictures and stuff. I don't like that. Yeah. So to see you being humble in your own space, that's a turn on for me. So if I experience that while getting good sex, it's like, okay, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what this go at. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What about you?
Getting a good morning text messages.
Good morning.
Hey, beautiful.
Good morning, beautiful.
Yes.
Good morning, my handsome king.
Look. Listen,
that.
I love those morning text messages.
Men like them too now.
Listen, hey, good morning, king. Hey, look, man, I done conquered the day.
My king.
So, like for me, is I have to get to know the person. I just have to, like how he was saying, like being very respectful out in public, like discreet with it. Like, don't just be like targeting, making yourself a target and be like, hey, I'm easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then drag the wrong attention and the wrong energy. And then you're like, well, I'm getting all these no good dudes.
Stop it.
All in my DMs.
Stop. All them thirst traps you putting up there.
Listen.
I hate when women do that. Look at the energy you putting out. You gonna get it back.
I mean, 1,000,000 times. And it's for me, like, self-respect is huge with me.
Yes.
Like, I got to know, and also I got to know I can trust you as well. That's huge for me.
Yes.
So, but
because women real slick now, they real good with their lies.
Yes. I can say that. Yes, we as women can be very manipulative.
Let me tell you something.
Very convincing.
Slicker than the motor oil. I'm gonna tell you right now. Slicker than motor oil.
And I ain't the type. I ain't about to try to figure out nothing. I ain't got time to be trying to add one. I'm out of here. If I feel like my energy is being disrupted and we ain't on the same wavelength, I'm gone. Plain and simple.
I feel you on that. Like I just
no more energy from me.
Kid Rocks.
Dundada.
Now, okay, so y'all spoke about being attractive, right? So I can't say define attractive because everybody has their own lens of what attractive
Beauty
is
in
to
the eye of the
them.
beholder, right?
Right. So I'm just thinking more so of if you could have a beautiful girl who, according to culture standard, is a beautiful girl, who has all these things going on, and she might not intentionally be putting out thirst traps, but
she just built like that.
It's a difference.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
It's a difference.
Men know it's a difference when she just naturally beautiful and when she just posts a regular picture. Of course, you're gonna have the thirsty dudes that's gonna be all in there. So it take a secure. Like I would say this, you have to know who you're dating.
okay.
Huge.
If you know you're dating someone that has a big fan base, you have to be prepared for that.
True.
If you're not prepared for that and you're insecure, it's going to eat you alive.
All the DMs,
It really is.
all the comments.
You have to that's
Scrolling.
what it's like. He say the trust. I have to trust you, so that has to come into play. Well, you know what? I know she got stuff going on over here, but I ain't sweating it because I know she ain't about to entertain none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially when this was all before you came along. So like
Exactly.
you gotta
You
have
can't change that.
You gotta have a spine, not a wishbone.
Exactly. Exactly. For real.
I like that.
Me too.
That's real
Just
talk.
saying.
Can't have a
Fine.
spine.
Not a
Yeah.
wishbone.
Have a spine.
You gotta
not
have a spine, not a wishbone.
Okay,
Put
I
it on
had
a
said it.
t-shirt.
I had said that backwards in my head.
So for those who are trying to get it, basically have a backbone.
Yeah.
Glory to God. Backbone, not a wishbone. There you go.
But you have to be secure in your manhood to be able to even go
Facts.
down that path.
I would agree.
Don't even look that way
If you're not, if you're not secure, don't even go down that road, bro. Because
Wrong way.
So
Turn back.
so I'm gonna ask.
Wrong turn.
I'm gonna ask y'all a real transparent question for both of the fellas.
Okay.
And I'm okay with being transparent about Kiki because it holds me. I'm all about accountability.
Talk about it.
So, if either of you seen any of my recent posts, any of what my recent stories or anything like that?
I have not.
Okay, you have some.
I seen the recent story as far as with your contacts and that, but I haven't seen like if you post anything
of just
that.
like lately the last couple weeks or whatever. Maybe I ain't even gonna say last couple weeks. I'll say maybe last couple months, whatever. I've been posting like a lot more. I've been posting a whole lot of pictures.
I have seen you post a lot more pictures.
And so, if you guys were looking at me, would those photos be a thirst trap?
No.
Okay.
No. Yours is good because it's organic, it's tasteful, it's beautiful, and you're not doing too much. Like you're just hanging out with your girls. You're pretty much giving yourself self-confidence in the things that you face and been through. So you're like, you know what, I'm not gonna allow those things to keep me down and keep me from doing the day-to-day things that I would normally do if I wasn't going through these things.
Because I was getting DMs about, like, oh,
them eyes threw me for a loop. I was like, whoa, what Kiki got going on? Boy, them
I'm finna
eyes.
call you, hey, no, you married, right? Yeah.
so I was getting the DMs, and at one point in time, like they was like starting to flood, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I ain't never had this much attention from dudes in social media ever. And one dude commented, or he inboxed me. And I'm just cool with everybody, so I'll respond back. Hey, as long as you ain't coming at me,
Sideways.
Disrespectful, I'll be like, hey,
Go to
how
the
you
block
doing?
ministry.
Yeah.
And
Quickly.
and so
Quick.
I he DM'd me and he was just like, hey, how you doing? I was like, I'm good. How are you, sir? I always say sir to guys to let them know that there is a distance between us.
There is an
Let's remain
understanding.
respectful.
What's going on,
I don't
brother?
know you like that,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Respectful,
Sir.
sir.
So
She's a girl, Damon.
Sir.
So I always do that. So I was just like, how are you, sir? And he was just like, oh, I'm good. And I'm just like, okay, that's in the conversation.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll say maybe like 3-4 days later, he messaged me back and he was just like, oh, well, you know, I just been looking at your pictures and they just been like, oh my gosh, I just love them. And I'm just like, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Well, the very next comment was, well, why you ain't talking to me? And I was like, what you talking about? And he was just like, you see, I keep sending you messages that mean I'm interested and you entertaining my conversation. And I was like,
Did he know you married?
that's the thing. I had to tell him that in the DM
Gotcha.
to say I'm married, but to my defense, it says it on my profile. And so he
They
said,
don't
oh, well,
care
I
about your
didn't read
profile.
it.
Really
Don't
can't
look
really-
He
at the
said I
profile.
didn't read it. And I said, well, that's not my fault you didn't read it. So
It's not my space no more. Like, don't nobody really read the profile. They see the pictures, they going straight to the DMs.
Shooting them shots.
but
Yeah.
the thing is,
Or they just click on the picture and just stay there, and then they shoot their shot.
but if this is my NC, I'm learning because my mindset is if I see somebody on there that I'm intrigued in for whatever reasons, whether it's business, blah, blah, I'm always going to your profile. Like that's the first thing
Well, some-
I'm going to do.
Some of that stuff can be sitting up there for a long time too. Because I mean, my relationship status said in a relationship, and I ain't been in a relationship in months, but it's still there. I had to go hide it maybe like a couple of weeks ago because you just forget to do it. So you know, or if I don't want nobody to bother me. So somebody do go look in that aspect and be like, oh, he in a relationship. I'm really not. I just didn't change it. So like that status,
Okay.
it's like a 50-50.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wedding ring and you not married.
Especially if nobody's seeing pictures of, say, the couple, or you know, what I'm saying,
Right.
if you're not really posting your husband or boyfriend, just or girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not posting, they're like, okay, well, they say in a relationship, but a lot
Where
of
they
people,
at?
exactly, what they at?
But this
What they
is-
at?
But then again,
But then I wear my wedding ring in my pictures.
But,
But so many
sometimes that's
women,
false advertising.
so many women wear rings on their ring finger.
is it a
And they're
wedding
not
ring or
married.
is it a promise ring?
Exactly.
Come, let me know.
Or-
What are we talking here?
Or is it just jewelry?
Is it just
that fake
bling
jewelry?
blow?
You know what I'm saying?
Or is it
'Cause
leave
some of
me
that-
alone?
Because sometimes they be like, oh snap, I
True.
don't want to be
That's
full
true.
with them.
Leave
Let me switch
alone,
this to the
Jerry.
left.
Exactly.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, I'm married.
And most real men will look at it and be like, okay, she married, I'm gonna leave her alone. So
And
it
because I
works
do
with
that
most
to men. If I see men, dang, he got
Most respectable
No,
men.
thank
Yeah,
you.
most
Yeah.
respectable men.
It's
would
a
do
difference.
that. I would do that. I'm a gentleman.
Most men don't really care, and they be like, hey.
Exactly, because most women or most married people, men and women, don't care. I mean,
To do what?
To cheat.
Oh, you're
To-
right. I just
yeah.
want you to say it on the mic.
Yeah,
You
to
right.
cheat. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm married.
I'ma
but,
call
you know,
it. I'ma call it.
But
They're gonna
and
be
also,
together. I'ma
like the
call it.
conversation we was having when it come to like that poly relationship, some married people are into that lifestyle, so they gonna have it.
Yep.
But they can let you know, hey, my wife is okay with this, or yada yada. You know what I'm saying? So
That's true.
It's a
Just
many
never know.
Or they
different
say she
scenarios.
doing her
It
too.
is.
But me, I like to look at the profile. I got to see who I'm about to bring into my world because I need to do. I'm like, okay, basically you got to my profile because you see me on somebody else's profile and we friends, a mutual friend. So I'm like, but I don't know you. I'm not your friend. So why is you coming over my front door?
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Now, speaking of that, Ken, I don't know how to, what is it? You said poly something?
polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
Just, yeah, poly.
I had never heard of that term before today, y'all, just FYI. But I will say this, like, it kind of reminds me of last year somebody approached me and they were just like, Kiki, you know, me and my wife, we have, you know, we're cool and, you know, we do threesomes and stuff like that. And I was wondering if you would consider it. And I was like, okay, so what a part of my whatever that I am gives
you.
that?
It doesn't.
It ain't per se you.
It's not.
It's what they want and what they're
Exactly.
fantasizing.
Exactly. So like I've had a woman say that to me, and not on that aspect, but just I approached her and she's like, well, do I give off that vibe? It's not that. You're a woman. I'm a man. So but in that, let's go back to the poly. It's just something that they probably seen you. You're attractive. Could have been your skin tone, the way you wore your hair, the way they see you. It's like most poly people, they don't want to. I ain't gonna say poly people, I guess, but poly lifers or lifestylers. They want to be intrigued with somebody that's on that level. You know, you don't want somebody that's just dump. You know, no trash girl, no hood rat, nothing like that. You want somebody that's sophisticated, somebody that can probably add to that circle. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, they're doing the
Standards.
same thing. They're taking the same kind of pictures. They have the same kind of respect in the
Exactly.
sense of how they're presenting themselves. They just see you in the equation because of whatever gave them that
But
that
I just,
fantasy or that
it
thought.
just, to me, it just didn't even, I just couldn't compute it because he was just like, yeah, I showed my wife your profile and everything, and she agreed to it. And I was like, everything was a go before you even asked me. Yeah. And I'm just like, no, like what? You've known me for a long time. You've not known me to be, this person. But I just couldn't understand why that just
gives them an indication of a light bulb turning on that, okay, I know this person for a long time. I haven't approached you in that manner because I have respected you and known you for a long time like that. So it's just like in their mind, they're like, well, let's shoot our shot. Let's shoot our shot. Wifey, what you think? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm shooting. I'm taking a shot. We brick.
Stay tuned.
We brick, but we gonna keep trying. We ain't settling for O'Neal status.
That key word is we brick. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They not doing nothing under the radar. They not trying to be slick with it.
Exactly. They straightforward.
They straightforward with it.
Okay.
And the wife knows about it. So, but people who don't grasp that lifestyle, they won't understand. They be like, what? That's nasty.
Yeah, and that's
whatever.
me.
You know what I'm saying?
That's me.
I don't like sharing. Definitely not going to share my husband or my maid.
Boo.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Nah, it's just gonna be me and my wife.
It's a mono.
Ain't no room for nobody else. Nobody. That's mine.
That's mine. All mine.
That's my blessing.
That's your blessing.
You wasn't with me at the altar.
Pretty much.
Now everybody different because teach his own. So
it's like I met you at the celebration.
To each his own.
Ken is different, and that's totally fine. And we, like I said, we talk about
I am.
But you would be married and do that?
I would be married. You still have to build that confidence, the trust between the man and the woman, before you decide to look out or add. I would say before you decide to add something to a marriage or a relationship.
Do you think for that type of lifestyle that you would need to know before you got married that that's something that you guys would go into,
or at least open-minded to it? Yes.
Okay.
But this is what happens here. And I'm going to break the narrative down because you see the spectacle, it tips. So it's just like, what if you more into one than the other? Like,
what if I want a man to come into the picture?
Listen, that's just a conversation that you have to have with your partner because that can be the case. But if that's not what you're into, then that's why the communication is so important on all levels of anything. You have to have that communication and openness to know, well, is that what you want? Because let's be honest, at first I was like, no, I ain't never sharing my wife with no man. And to this point, I'm probably still, but I'm not so much against it now. Because if she allows me to be open with me, I have to be open with her. But that's not something that I would partake in. So that's not the type of person I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying? So
like, how can you make it a poly if that's not what you're into, but she still wants that? Like,
well, so there's different
levels,
open
there's
marriage,
different levels,
open relationship.
There's different levels under this umbrella. There's different names. There's just different things that you can call poly. You have, like I was telling Kiki, you have couples that deal with just couples. You have women that have two husbands. You have a man that has two wives. And to get on what you was to answer your question about what if you fall in love with someone and other, I think it happens, but it's still a group thing. It's still me, my wife, and my girlfriend or our girlfriend. So the love has to be equal. It still has to be equal time, still equal communication. To some person, that's a lot. Tell you
right now, brother, that's a lot of work. One relationship is a lot of work. And you bringing two other people in the equation.
It is. It can be. I would say it can be, but I think that's you have to have again that communication. Y'all have to have that trust. Y'all have to have that bond.
And you know what's crazy? No matter what lifestyle you're dodging in, no matter what background it is, the number one thing that you really can't stray away from in it, it's always in every situation, relationship, is communication.
Exactly.
That's so true.
Exactly. A lot of people are afraid to communicate because they're afraid to be judged, or it doesn't matter. Communicate. If you feel a certain way, come to me. Tell me. You know what I'm saying? So I can either fix the problem, or if I don't want to fix the problem, I walk away. because
Right.
I now know how you
Choices.
really feel. You know,
Yeah,
I
right.
gave,
like,
you
well-
gave me a choice. I gave you a choice. Like that's
Right.
one thing I hate. Don't take my choice away from
Right.
me.
Or
Right.
choose for me.
Or choose
or
for
think
me because
for
you
me.
think that's what I
Right.
like. No, don't do that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that's- we can all agree
Yeah.
on that part. Fellas, what about how do you guys view women who only want sex?
I mean, that's what they want.
That's
this-
exactly.
I mean,
gonna give it to 'em?
how would you? Yeah, like how would you view them as a person?
Me personally, no.
Now,
Because
Okay.
I'm a type of person. I'm a type of person I like to be in a relationship. So I'm not about that lifestyle.
Okay,
But if I was, I mean,
that's right.
he said, but if I was,
but if
less
I
work.
was,
That's
I was
less
like,
work.
listen,
That's less work for you to
I
try
would
to
be
put
all
in.
in if I was. I'm not gonna lie. I would be all in. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, what you doing?
Yeah, I don't look at a woman different. Just I mean, I had my whole phase. You know, I had my phase to where I didn't want a relationship. I just want to be with. I just want to have sex. So I mean, it happens. I think that double standard kind of jumps in, and women are supposed to be just real docile and just behind the scenes and just
Discreet,
Yeah.
real.
I mean,
You ain't supposed to be doing
But-
that. I'm like,
Don't do
you
what
ain't
I
either.
do.
yeah,
Don't
but
do what I do.
Like,
I
How
will
dare
say
you.
that's not the woman I would pursue.
Okay.
Because like him,
Right.
I do like to be in love. I'm a hopeless romantic. I like being in relationships, but I do have my moments to where I just want to buzz one real quick. So if I know somebody that's just about that, then and if we're on that level, then of course it's no work to be done. But
Listen,
I say live your life.
if I was in that lifestyle, our theme song would be "Shorty wanna ride with me, let your hair down."
wow.
Young Bucking. Just
Yeah,
saying.
I got a few songs in my head. If,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be quiet on some things. I'm transparent, y'all, but there's some things that I just need
You
to
gotta
shut
keep
my
to
mouth
yourself.
and
You got to know.
yeah.
That's a
Be
blessing.
quiet.
So yeah.
It's the night we
Right.
ride.
You understand?
understand?
How important, and this for all of us, how important is the level of freakiness in the relationship?
Very important.
Very,
Very, very,
very,
very
Me
important.
personally, I think I'm the freaky one. Like, I'm the
Okay.
one that's gonna get the party going,
Okay.
and you're gonna want to come back
No.
and party again.
As well, I will
Come back to the party.
as well. I will communicate.
Not annually. Not
Not
annually.
annually.
No. As well, communication is key too.
You said communicate.
Yeah, communication is key. What's the boundaries?
Okay.
Because there's something I just ain't gonna. Yeah,
Okay.
There's different levels of freakiness.
I'm open to it.
But because I think you have to really make things kinky because like it has to be like fresh, brand new. Like you don't want it boring. You
No.
don't want
Right.
to be the person that because that's when problems start to happen and then they start creeping
Like, that's
outside
it?
of what's going on there because they ain't getting it there.
That's it.
Yes, I would have to agree. Like I would say I'm open to it all.
Okay.
For me in the bedroom, there's really no. Maybe this is a little boundary. I'm not gonna get too specific.
I'm
feel
gonna
you, I
talk
feel
with
you.
you.
I
I'm gonna
feel
talk with you
you.
about that boundary because I'm thinking
feel
I
you.
know what you're talking about.
I hope I know what he's talking
I need
about.
y'all to
I'm
tell me because
thinking,
I'm
but-
clearly green right
Listen,
now. I'm
some
things you
clueless.
just-
Listen,
as,
some
for
things
me
need
as
to
a
be off
woman,
mic.
some things I just wouldn't even offer a man as a woman. But again, it's boundaries in the bedroom. I don't think I would disrespect. I don't know if I call it disrespect because maybe he into that, but I don't. I leave some
Okay.
body parts should just be left alone.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
I want to explore.
Okay.
I want to explore all body parts.
Okay.
That's just
Okay, are
because
you
I
exploring or are
feel
you
like
being explored?
That's the question, and that's the limit. You already knew what I was thinking when I was thinking.
that's-
Okay,
That's why I was saying. But I mean,
communication.
I will say just because like I jumped off into the sex game like real early. I was forced as a youngin', but then I kind of like started figuring things out for myself and experiencing things. And the more experience I got, I love older women, so I've learned a lot from older women.
Cougar.
I love a cougar. I love a cougar. You know what I'm saying?
I've dated a cougar.
So
I've been the
got a lot
cougar.
of-
Heck, you might even say I am one right now with my husband. I mean, I'm just saying.
So it's like with that experience, I come across a lot of women that's like not as experienced. Like I'm dealing with the woman now, and she's not as experienced, and it's kind of tough because it's like I know what I like now. You know what I'm saying? I know what I like to do, and you're not really.
You been on your ditty. You been sampling.
You're not really, you're not on that level, but she's open-minded. So that open-mindedness is good because I can bring you up to where I'm at because you're open to trying new things or trying certain things. So I can deal with open. Like, well, you just shutting it off talking about, no, I ain't doing this. No, I ain't grabbing that. No, I ain't sucking that. I ain't. All right, well, you know what? This ain't going to work.
Because that's what in college, like in college, one of my guy friends that lived upstairs in the dorms, we used to have what we used to call powwows, and he told all of us females, he was just like, look, if you ain't sucking nothing, then you ain't gonna have no man for a long time. And so I just was like, that's not true. And
listen, women want it done. women want head just as much as men love
Not
head.
me. I'm more of a pleaser, but I mean, if you know what you're doing, okay. But
and that makes it better now to have a woman that is a pleaser. That's 10 times better than just somebody that just gonna put up with it. Just like, I'm gonna do it just because I want to make him happy.
oh no, that's
And when you pleasing,
it's not enjoyable.
It's
a work. It's a job.
Exactly. Yeah. See, I like to please. I'm pleasing however you feel like being pleased.
But that's what that is. It's a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, sounds like we're all in agreement.
I feel like that's just as important as
I mean, you don't want it to be the same all the time. You want to be kinky. You want to be like.
You don't want to eat spaghetti every day.
No.
You don't even eat leftovers like that.
Exactly.
So
I feel way to bring that analogy on in, guys. Way to bring that on in. What about is if you're in a relationship, right? Is sex a good way of penalizing your significant other?
No.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You pushing them out the door. You might as well say, go do what you want to do. Literally.
No, you telling her like you ain't getting in here, so you can get it out there.
And that's what she's gonna say.
pretty
That's
much what you
exactly
said.
what you just told her.
Okay.
Well, all right. Remember when y'all say,
Okay.
fellas, when we say,
Okay. You already know.
You already know what that means.
all right, go do you, because I'm definitely doing me.
I got about a 2-hour window. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, you ain't going yet?
I don't know why.
Don't do you.
I don't know why people do that to each other. That's horrible. You're gonna punish me by not giving it to me. I'm definitely gonna find it somewhere else. I will let you know that to your face. If you keep playing, all right, I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. I don't care if we're married, whatever come with that.
And that's gonna be like within the next 10 minutes.
Exactly. And some
figure something out.
men put up with it. I don't
It's
understand.
already figured out.
Oh man.
Plan B.
Well, I can definitely say that I have been that person before. I have been that person. Yeah, I'm being transparent. Like I have been that person before, being in a relationship and like, man, like especially if I'm mad, like I'm not finna like give you none. I'm feeling like something that has already happened has prevented me from even wanting to even be, intimate at that particular time. So like, no, as long as I'm mad, you ain't getting none. So but that still is penalizing. That's penalizing
That's when
them.
you have to flip it. You have to make it not about them. It's about you. What do you want in that moment? And if it's sex you want, do you?
But see, for me, in the moment, when I'm mad, I don't.
You want nothing.
I don't want nothing. But I had to learn. From trial and error that is not right. That's not the right thing to do. And so I learned my lesson in that regard. So so this has been a pretty interesting conversation.
Definitely.
I've enjoyed this conversation, and we're gonna end this particular pink elephant about sex only, but just know to all the listeners, we got more sex stuff coming up too.
Dun, dun, dun.
In future podcasts.
Part 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. 7, so the sex ain't over. So don't just think that this is just the end of this one episode. Hey.
Them dirty.
Hey.
King of D18s. Coming back on again.
Wow.
Already know what it is. Truth loose in the fire, my friend.
What you just said?
All of that.
Truth in the lie, my friend.
Two truths and a lie, my friend.
Two truths in the lie, my friend.
Oh, I was like, what just happened? Okay.
It was like truth life together.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I gotcha. So y'all, as B Wonder was just alluding to, we're gonna play this game called Two Truths and a Lie, which many of you may be aware of the game itself, but for those who are not, the game is called Two Truths and a Lie, and it means that you're going to tell two truths about you and a lie, and we have to figure out which one is the lie. So we're gonna do that really quickly. Okay. I hope that you guys have yours already ready. I'm gonna go ahead and start mine off just because I just to get the ball rolling. Okay, so real quick, first one. I've lived in Memphis. I get seasick when I go on the water, and I had an opportunity to date Avant.
I'm going with
if the third one is true, my goodness, why didn't you do it if it is the truth?
I'm going to say the lie is
Avant.
I say seasick.
You lived in Memphis.
Seasick.
Seasick. Lived in Memphis.
You ain't seen Avant.
Not even seen it.
You seen him on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
The lie is that I get seasick when I get on the water. Yes.
Okay.
So I did have an opportunity to date Avant.
Why didn't you tell him that you was feeling him?
Hello.
Yeah, I didn't do it at that moment, just because I just really didn't know. And his manager was like, "You're so cute. You would have like y'all would fit. I know him, and you seem like a really nice person." And she was just like, "I really want to hook y'all up and get y'all together." And I was just so shy. I was just like, "I don't know."
She was trying to get you to the one night stand, and you passed on.
No, it's not. She was trying to set you up for.
She was just saying, "I know it's gonna be a whole bunch of girls that's gonna be out here really trying to get him, but you seem like a good person for him." And so I was just like, "No, I'm kind of shy." So that was early on in his career, before, like when Separated came out. I don't know if y'all remember. That was the very first single. So that was when he first came on. So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, who wanna go next?
I'm gonna go next. You hear me? Listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now. All of me is 6'4" right now. 6'4", all of it, every inch.
Big dog.
6'4", big dog. All right. I've met Deborah Joy Winans that played on Greenleaf.
Okay.
And I had the opportunity to feature in For Life with the 50 Cent TV show. Which one is the lie?
I believe the last one is true, because you've been doing a whole lot of networking with acting and celebrities and all that stuff. So I believe that. I'm looking at you, and I don't really know
Looking at you.
if all of
I threw
you
a twist
is
in there. I want to see if y'all caught it. I threw a twist.
He said all of him is 6'4".
He's a whole 6'4".
A whole. I mean,
Come on, girl. You better sell it.
Why you better sell it?
Listen.
Y'all about the same height, Kiki.
I really want y'all to really capture what I just said.
he said.
So
he said he is a whole 6'4".
I don't even know what that means.
Me either.
Y'all see how tall I am, man?
I already knew.
A whole 6.
I'm going with the 6'4" because I understand it.
Yeah, that's a lie.
You weren't supposed to say something obvious.
We clearly looking at you.
I mean, listen, y'all looking at me. Just saying, yeah.
Yeah, the 6'4"
Okay.
mentality.
6'4".
Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay. Who want to go next?
Go ahead. All right, I'm gonna go. So I made the Jags practice squad.
Okay.
I have no arrest record, and I don't have any kids.
I know the last one is true. You don't have any kids. I could see you practicing for the Jags. I could see you doing that.
I'm finna see which one of y'all judging me.
And what was the middle one?
I have no arrest record.
You have no arrest record.
I'm gonna say you ain't got no arrest record.
I'm gonna say that I could see you doing the Jags, but you've just always been a really cool, chill person. So I'm gonna say the arrest record.
It's the lie.
It's the lie. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with them.
No. Wait. Am I saying that right?
You saying
You
wrong.
believe it or you don't believe it?
I
I've
don't
been
believe
arrested?
that. I don't believe that you've been arrested
That's the
before.
lie.
So it's two truths and a lie now.
Yeah.
The lie is no arrest record.
So the lie is no arrest record. So you think
Okay.
I got an arrest record?
Okay. The lie is the Jags. then.
I was gonna go with the Jags.
Yeah,
too.
the lie is the
You wanna
Jags.
play-
I
you
was
wanna
gonna
play
go
for
with the
them
rest
dirty
record,
Jags?
brother.
That
I was
is the
trying.
home
You know what I'm
team,
saying?
but-
You innocent.
Black men don't cheat.
Yes, that's the lie. I never made the practice squad for the
Okay, I can see it.
I was
but
trying to see which one of y'all gonna think that I'm a black man.
Look,
I've been
I
arrested.
told you,
'cause
dog.
I'm
Come on
tagged
now,
up
we-
stuff.
Listen, I told you, you're
we
my
ain't on
bodyguard. So I
You
wasn't gonna
need
throw
me.
that one out.
You need me.
I need
Didn't I
you.
say that? Didn't I say I'm gonna call him bodyguard? Remember?
Yeah, she sure did. She said she gonna call you bodyguard.
Oh, she was talking about me.
She said when she seen you that night, she said, oh, I'm gonna call Ken bodyguard.
Okay.
What about
BK.
you, Samira?
Okay, so I love fried chicken. I'm an artist. I'm a mother.
Well, clearly your daughter's here,
I
so
just
your
seen your
mother.
daughter.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
here.
I mean, definitely.
she's
My
beautiful.
little princess,
Mother.
thank you.
And
You just finished eating some nuggets. So I
I'ma
know the
say-
fried chicken.
I'ma
You
say
love
the
that.
lie is the artist because when I met you, we was eating chicken. And that chicken
The
was
lie
good.
is the artist
The
because
chicken
you was
was
eating
good.
chicken nuggets.
Yeah, that's part of a chicken.
But I
I
don't,
don't know
love
where it
it.
come from.
Sure, you know.
That's the key word.
That love.
I'm
is the
just
key word.
I'm still sticking with artists. That's the lie.
Yeah, I'm sticking with artists.
Oh, fried chicken is the lie.
That's the lie.
I'm really not a fan of fried chicken. It had actually been a minute since I had chicken, and breakfast was over at McDonald's this morning, so I was forced to get the nuggets because that's all I was going.
all the burgers that's done. You just
I
have to
didn't
get the chicken.
listen. I do not like McDonald's. Okay,
I don't
that was
blame
just
you.
really quick.
Now that's
No.
the lie in the lie. Huh? You mean to tell me you don't like McDonald's, but you got him a cafe
I
cup
have my
from
baby
McDonald's,
with
huh?
me, and that's coffee. you gonna mess the coffee up?
No. See, I seen the McNuggets. I seen the fries.
I was hungry and breakfast was over. What
you
more
don't
do
like
you want
McDonald's.
from me? No, it was convenient.
It was convenient.
Yes.
Wow.
That's what they all say, huh?
That's what they all say.
Huh? Wasn't
And
that
I had
fancy?
shrimp.
It was convenient.
I had shrimp that night,
penis
by the
was
way, but I
convenient.
ordered chicken for the table, but I had shrimp.
Oh, okay.
It was
okay.
dark. It was dark. So,
Oh,
maybe
so
I
now they
didn't
selling
see.
shrimp at McDonald's, huh? I ain't seen that on the
I can't. Well, I've enjoyed this particular game
win.
and this podcast, this Pink Elephant. I hope that our listeners have. I hope that you guys have listened or enjoy listening to the LOL with Kiki Simone and friends on today.
Don't judge
Before
us.
we get out of here,
Facts.
I want y'all to real quick drop your handles just in case people want to follow you on social media. B Wonder, we'll start with you.
All right, official B Wonder, official BWONDA. That's on Twitter and Instagram. Official Boy Wonder on Facebook. Also, youtube.com/No Grind No Glory. Subscribe, like, engage, share, comment, so we can all be on the YouTube algorithm, man. Because you know they be tripping on these websites. And then www.nogrindnoglory.net. Get you some merch, and I got some new merch coming, dog.
Check that out.
Oh gosh, Samira.
Yes, Instagram, Samira1029, Facebook, Samira, last name Gardner.
All right, and Big Ken.
I don't want to be followed. I'm straight.
Okay, he don't want to
He
be
said, look him
followed.
up in the
Straight like
yellow
that.
pages.
I was straight.
Hey,
Okay.
y'all can find him
Yeah.
discreet
Find
and
me-
then discreet.
Find me in the white pages.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Boy, that's
I
super
have
old
not
school.
heard that in a long time. Well, we thank y'all for listening to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki Simone. We hope you've enjoyed it. I want to make sure that you are subscribed to the LOL with Kiki Simone podcast on YouTube. Make sure that you are following us on IG. That's LOL with Kiki Simone, QUISYMONE. And you can even follow me on my personal page, which is Kiki Simone or Kiki Simone on Facebook. Until next time, until the next episode, we'll holla.
Peace.
Peace out.
Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, you Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kiki Simone.